Hello everyone, my name is Horacio Gonzalez. I'm a PhD researcher at the Hunter Center for Entrepreneurship, and I'm here with Iain Cairns. Iain, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. I'm a research associate in the Hunter Center for Entrepreneurship. I'm currently involved in a project called Financing Community Energy, which is UKIRC funded. And that investigates this particular moment in the evolution of community energy in the UK.
Iain, thank you so much for the presentation of today. Can you explain us in details what is your research about?
Yeah, I mean, the research is focused on the whole kind of area of how it is that in the coming years, community energy as a sector will be able to sort of flourish, because the background to this, of course, is that in recent years there's been a withdrawal of government support for community energy, in particular like the withdrawal of feed-in tariffs, the gradual withdrawal and then the elimination of it later this year. So the idea is to explore, I suppose, like this particular kind of uncharted period with a particular focus on finance, because the hope is, I suppose, that finance might be able to, in some way, like compensate, community finance or the various types of finance that are available to that sector. That might be able to compensate to some extent for the withdrawal of, government support, basically.
Iain, do you think that your research has implications for practice and public policy?
Well, I mean, that's the hope and the objective. I mean, like in terms of the practice, we would hope that by investigating, like it's a series of case studies that we're looking at, particular cases that are very interesting because they're trying out new technologies or new business models or they're quite innovative in terms of the finance packages that they employ. So the hope is that by disseminating that kind of knowledge, then it means that we'll be more able to, the community groups that are looking at this will be able to understand, what works and what doesn't work at this particular juncture. And in terms of, policy implications, I think that we can see from the kind of findings that are beginning to emerge that in terms of like the withdrawal of government support on the basis that community energy can kind of survive and thrive without it, I think that the evidence that's taking shape is like it sort of challenges that kind of idea to some extent, because although we are in a position where within like a short period of time various models for community development involving, for example, storage capacity, battery storage for electricity combined with solar panels, will be able to create a kind of workable, sustainable kind of business model without subsidy. We're not quite there yet. So in this particular period of time, where it's like a kind of period of hiatus, where the government support has kind of disappeared, and all the community groups are wondering what on earth to do. So from that perspective, like the government, I think, has some kind of role or responsibility to maintain the sector in this difficult period, and I hope that this will be demonstrated, and I think it's beginning to be from the kind of evidence that comes out.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to have this conversation.
Thank you.